Hi guys, this is Dee with livingonhighvibe.com, and today I would like to do an update of why I'm not going to go back to drinking coffee after being 6 months free of caffeine. So let's dive right into it. By the way, if you like this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, click the bell notification. Anyways, number one, and that is so important. I have so much more energy throughout the day. I wake up in the morning and I can go at whatever I have to do at full force. So then the lunchtime comes and I eat and I can still continue working, and I literally have the same energy level from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. I start my day, that's my most productive time of the day, and I can just dive right into it. I don't have to kind of, as I say, get started. I'm just already started the moment I open my eyes. At night, obviously, I want to calm down, so I put on my orange blue light blocking glasses, drink a nice herbal tea, and read something and just chillax, and that's all cool. And then I go to bed, and that leads me to the second point. My sleep is so much better. I am able to finally, for once in my life, if not for the first time in my life, I'm able to go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time. I don't really use alarm clock anymore unless it's like super important something. But I just generally go to bed at the same time and wake up usually almost always 6 hours later. I don't sleep more than 6 hours, and the sleep is great. I have the deep sleep phase, and I have the rapid eye movement phase. I have great dreams every night, and I don't wake up in the middle of the night from anxiety attack or from whatever like I used to when I was drinking caffeine. And also when I was drinking caffeine, I would not be not only I would not have the same energy all day long, but also what would happen, I would not be able to wake up at the same time, and definitely not go to bed at the same time with orange glasses or not. So anyways, then it leads to the next point, which is I generally have a lot more time, because this is what happens when you drink caffeine. You need to have the hit in the morning and throughout the day. Most likely for most people, it just doesn't stop in the morning. And for also a large percentage of those who drink coffee in the early afternoon, they also likely will drink coffee in the early evening or right in the evening, and so what happens with that is not only it's super bad because you all the time pump caffeine into your body, but also what happens is you kind of need to schedule these coffee breaks. So whenever you're working on something creative, you just want to be super focused the entire time and not take some weird breaks. And it used to be for me that I wake up in the morning and then I have to get myself started, so to speak, and then I have to brew the coffee. I have timed it before, so the whole process of me getting myself ready and enjoying my first cup of joe is like 30 minutes. There's so much more I can do with my 30 minutes, especially now when I wake up and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go, And also, if I would be working, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna eat lunch at 1 p.m. and at 3 p.m. I'm gonna get a cup of joe. Or if I would go to work, I'm kind of also saying, yeah, at 3 p.m. I'm gonna get me coffee from the coffee shop. And obviously you're not spending that money, so that's another plus right there. So it definitely saves me time, and also, final point, it saves me stress. I don't have to stress about when I'm going to get my hit and if I'm going to get on the break on time, just to avoid my headache from caffeine withdrawal, which then inevitably starts. It's super fun because I don't have to experience this feeling of the high, which is, you're drinking, when you drink caffeine, you can kind of feel when the caffeine is starting to trigger the release of adrenal stress hormones in your body, and you have this like all pumped up feeling, and it just contributes to anxiety. It's not really energy or motivation or inspiration or creativity. It's just fake drug based whatever, like hormone pumping, I would say, right? So I'm so happy I don't have to experience that. So now, are there any flip sides of not drinking coffee? Yes, there's one that I could find, and that is that it's kind of really strange when people go for a coffee, or they ask you for to go with them for a coffee, and then you go there and you wind up drinking San Pellegrino if you're lucky, and then some tasteless tea if they have one, or then you have to change or alter your whole thing, where you're going. So, but besides that, I don't really care. I mean, caffeine is pretty much in everything. I do ask and read labels. If I don't really take any medication for anything, but if I need, or if I would need, rather, I would just ask, does it contain caffeine? Because a lot of medication contains caffeine automatically. What else? Like things like Coke or drinking at the bar. Then again, I don't go to bars anymore because I don't drink alcohol either, so I'm completely boring. But yeah, when you go to bars, usually they have some sort of, if you go to fancy places, I've been to fancy places where they actually have alcohol-free cocktail menus, and they're very tasty and very good. Good beer houses will have alcohol-free beers. I'm used to that after living in Germany, where you definitely have these options in their beer drinking culture. But yeah, you have a lot of caffeine in the cocktails with alcohol, so you want to avoid everything that has Coke. And I'm counting myself lucky that I was not really into soft drinks. I just find them too sweet. And by the way, if you quit caffeine, it's going to be so much easier for you to quit sugar, because caffeine goes along with sugar very well, and yeah, it's going to reduce your sugar intake as well, so that's super awesome. Anyways, this is pretty much my ramblings about 6 months without caffeine, why I'm not going back to caffeine. Yeah, that's about it. If you like the video, click the like and subscribe to my channel, click the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.